This is the car that I was supposed to sell. It is my 2013 BMW M135i, and now I've got just 24 days to completely transform it before Christmas. So why am I doing this? Well, this car has proven to me it is the best daily I've ever had. Albeit not being an M car, I truly believe these are some of the best value for money BMWs that you can buy. Over 300 brake horsepower from factory, rear wheel drive, punchy inline 6 single turbo, and the 3-door always looks good. However, over the past few years, this car has kind of been neglected in a way because I've got multiple other project cars that means that my focus isn't necessarily on my daily. For example, last winter, I fulfilled my dream of getting a retro BMW, a 1998 E36 328i factory manual. And we then transformed it into this. A Millennium Jade respray, some OEM Plus styling, BBS RC wheels, Michelin Pilot Sport tyres, but my love for retro cars does not stop there. Because this is Clifford, he's my 1996 Ford F250 XL, and yes, he's an ex-fire truck straight from America. And the best part, he's only done 26,000 miles. I'm also a huge Honda fan. This underwent an extensive restoration. This car was actually purchased unseen, so when it turned up and we could see through the boot floor, it had to be cut out and completely replaced. There were no corners to be cut, so this restoration even included a full engine rebuild and the addition of some Gen V ITBs. She even got a full custom paint job, and it goes perfectly with my 1991 Honda Prelude 4-wheel steer. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of my taste in cars, but for our first day of upgrading the car, we are at the Ice Blasters in Northamptonshire. In the last few years, ice blasting has become extremely popular within the restoration sides. It's non-abrasive, it doesn't use water, it is literally dry ice. You can use this across a lot of different areas of restoration and perfecting your car, including removing years of grime, dirt, dust, and even old underseal. They actually also did the gearbox on my EP3. The best thing is, you don't have to go to them, they are also mobile for some jobs as well. And you can't tell me that it's not super satisfying. But what makes it great for our project today is that the fact you can use it on the engine bay. It being non-water based means that you can safely use it here and really spruce it up. And bearing in mind, I have not cleaned this engine bay in the entire time that I've owned this car. So, time to get the car inside and get started on this ice blasting.
Why you give a green light? It's a red flag. When you send that, didn't know we fell back. It's always meant that, when I send that. Why you give me green light? It's a red flag. When you send that, didn't know we fell back. It's always, it's always, it's always, always. Wanna know where your heart is? Wanna know why you scar? Tell you about my pain. Wanna know where you are. There I go again. Think I said,
I think we can all agree that that was super satisfying, but being able to see the difference from what it looked like before compared to what it looks like now is absolutely incredible for results of 20 minutes.
why you give me green light? It's a red flag.
So we are here at the Ice Blasters today. These guys have been going for what, 2 years now?
Over 2 years now,
yeah. Because I mean, when I got my Civic, I was looking into doing this kind of thing, and there was just no one about for it.
We started it.
Yeah. So you started a movement here. Can you tell us sort of like the difference between this and like traditional like sandblasting?
Yeah, well, you've got this, or you've got a pressure washer, for example, or
Yeah.
even sandblasting. Ice is non-abrasive. Most importantly, there's no water. So
Yeah.
to clean an engine bay like this, you haven't got the worries of water going into the electrics or anything like that. And it's safe on all surfaces.
Yeah.
So perfect for an engine bay, really.
Ideal. So obviously today we've cleaned up the engine bay over here. I am so impressed at how different this looks. It looks like a completely different engine bay. This had not been cleaned for the whole time that I've had this car. That's completely different. So normally, roughly, if you were to do sort of like the underside of a car, for example, How long would that sort of take to do?
Typically 2 to 3 days.
Right.
But for us, we always seem to have a car for around about a week because we
Yeah.
clean, but we also protect it. There's one
Okay.
thing cleaning it, but really it's about applying some level of protection afterwards.
Yeah.
So for us, underneath is always a two-part job.
Yeah.
Clean it and protect it.
Perfect. So is there any sort of other stuff that you do with the cars or anything outside of cars that you...
We clean anything and everything.
Yeah.
Our scope is really broad. It can be we can be on a building site, we can be
Yeah.
at a train depot, we can be on a car, we can be absolutely anywhere.
And you guys are mobile too, aren't you?
We are as well, yeah. So we've got the workshop in Northampton, but we've also
Perfect.
got teams that cover the whole of the UK.
Yeah, amazing. Well, if you want to check these guys out, I'll put their Instagram up here and you can get booked in with them. This has made a massive difference to my car already, and it kicks off our Advent Calendar series. So yeah, stick around and let's carry on. So we are now on day 2, but this is going to end up being day 6 or 7. Today, I am taking my engine bay cover over to Sean at BuiltJDM, and he did the paint on my beautiful Millennium Jade E36. So of course, I'm going to go back to him. He is going to do something very special with this engine bay cover. You can probably guess what it is, but we're off there now. He's got a new unit, so we're going to go and check that out as well. But that is today's mission. So I dropped that off over at Sean's, and now we wait for him to work his magic. Okay, so we are now on day number 3, and today's job is something I've been severely putting off for quite some time. This is, as I've said, my daily driver car. Hence, it goes through daily driver activities. I have a little dog, Buddy, called Buddy. This is Buddy, and he often sits on the back seat. He goes everywhere with me, but the problem that we have got is, in fact, in the front of the car, and that is a very grimy, built up makeup, hand cream, dirt, oil, everything on the steering wheel. It's in quite a state. So I'm going to see if I can save it. It's currently got an Alcantara cover on. I'm not sure if it was like hand done by the previous owner or if it was on there before, but it is really, really grimy. So I'm going to do my best to save this. If I have to replace it, I have to replace it. But today's job is basically do a deep clean of the interior of the car and hopefully save the steering wheel cover because it's disgusting. So for said project today, we have got the trusty Henry Hoover. We have got a bucket of warm water, some high foam interior shampoo, a variety of soft and hard brushes, praying these work, and clean microfiber, probably going to be dirty microfiber, probably going to be dirty microfiber. So I think I'm going to start with hoovering the car out. We're done with Henry for now. Right, so I've got my hot water. I've also got my varying equipment to pray that this works. I guess we better get started. It's making me feel a little bit, ugh. After making a massive mess, I've transformed the steering wheel from this into this. So hopefully that holds up for a little bit longer and we can crack on for the rest of the mods of the car. Okay, next up, we're installing something from AutoID. 2 things actually, and in this box is something that is very lightweight, also rather expensive for such a small item, but will make a lovely difference to the outside of my 135. AutoID do so many parts for BMWs and especially for the F Series and the G Series. So it's worth checking out if you have one yourself. Aside from that, we're going to open this box. You can probably guess what's in here given the size of the box, but I'm very excited about this because this is my first true carbon fibre part. Now, this is the bit I'm really excited for because these are fancy. These are TRE pre-preg carbon fibre. They are so unbelievably light, it is absolutely insane. As you can see, this wing mirror cap has no problems. It is literally a gloss black wing mirror cap. But around the other side, we have the problem wing mirror cap, which somehow it's like the lacquer has come off and it's all scratched. It's horrible. I'll show you. So this is what it looks like, and you can probably see here, it's all scratched and really rough. Oh, it's horrible. It's like you can see on the inside here, that's what it should look like, and that's what it does look like. It's just grey and disgusting, basically. I don't know if something's been put on there at some point, but it just looks horrible. So this is about to be changed for some fancy carbon fibre. So this is what we're dealing with, but I've just got to show you this. Oh my goodness, buddy. Look, it's a microphone. Say hello. No. Oh my goodness. It's not for eating. This is for speaking. No, it's not for eating. Look, say hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Buddy Autos. Now we change the mirror. Well, I mean, that was a bit of shuffling around. You can see the difference between the gloss black, the black that's decided it's gonna fade and scratch, and the beautiful carbon fibre. So I don't know which you'd pick, but for me, it's definitely this one. Stunning. I think they just, simple as that. Wiggle off, literally clip in. So this is gonna be a simple little change. That, I'm very happy with that. I think that looks mega cool. It's so shiny. I didn't realise how dull these were. I think these can go in the bin now. So I'm really pleased with the difference that this has made. It's one of those little touches that brings it all together. Next up, we've got the oil cap cover from AutoID again. This is a billet oil cap cover, and yes, it is just an aesthetic change, but once you see the changes I'm going to make to the engine bay, it will all make sense. We're on day number 5 of modifications now, and I know what you're thinking. Where are the performance mods? But don't worry, they're right here. I've got something from Tegiwa inside the box. Whooshy whooshy noises, maybe 10 to 15 more horsepower, maybe. I need to get this car on the dyno anyway. And will look super cool in our engine bay upgrades mini part of this series. So we have got an MST induction kit. And that is what we're fitting today with the help of Buddy. We've got our little helper again today, little man Buddy. If you don't know, I rescued Buddy probably just under a month ago. And he's living his best life with me. He's the first dog autos. So let's get this on the car. I'm very excited. Is that helpful? Heat shield, nice cone air filter. That looks super fancy. And another heat shield. Cool. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. So the first thing that we need to do is loosen off this Jubilee clip, disconnect the sensors, and then the stock intake just lifts straight out. Simple as that. Okay, so now we have got the stock airbox off the car. That was really quick and simple to take off. So now we can start getting our fancy new one on. But yeah, that is what a N55 stock airbox looks like. Personally, I love adding an induction kit to my car. It's a really simple, easy modification to do. And to be honest, if you're someone that's starting to work on your own car or you don't really have much experience, it's quite an easy thing for someone to get stuck into. This makes it super easy because this is literally a direct replacement fit. So you don't have to change anything. It just slots straight into the OEM factory mounts. So this is what we started with, the stock airbox and intake, and then this is what we have got now. It looks better, it sounds better, and it's a really simple, easy performance upgrade to do. But we've got plenty more to do, so on to the next. I already feel like today is going to frustrate me because I have just realised part of my plan was to remove this spoiler and replace it with a new one. And I've just had a little look. I thought that this was stuck on with tape, but it turns out it is stuck on with silicone. So I am going to have to find a way to get this off without damaging anything. I have a heat gun, I have some fishing wire. Hopefully that's enough to get it off. Maybe quite time consuming, but let's crack on with it because we've got a few bits to do today. I am looking forward to getting this off and seeing it different because I've only ever had this car with this spoiler on. So it's something different. And it's actually a relatively new spoiler. I think we need to start get cracking to get this silicone off. Don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm going to have some patience. I'm also going to go and get some of this. So over here, I've set up a little drink station. I have a little station for my Holy drinks. I've got Holy Energy, iced tea, milkshakes and hydration drinks and this really super cool flask. But in this I have hydration. This is sour cherry and I have been drinking these like they've been going out of fashion. So many different flavours. They're super fun. I love the branding and you can get £5 off if you use my code. So that link is down below. You will love this. It's been powering me through this incredibly busy time, but I'm loving it. You would love it too. So make sure you go grab some for yourself. Let's go attempt to get this spoiler off the car. Now, how this car started this video is pretty much how I got the car. All the modifications that you see were done by the previous owner, and someone had won it on a raffle site. I then bought it off of them because trust me, I would not be that much of an idiot to put all of this bonding onto the car. At the point of filming this, I had no idea how thick this actually was. I'd made sure I got everything that I thought I needed to get this off, ready and waiting to get it off the car. So, in my attempt to get this spoiler off, we've got a heat gun. We've got some fishing wire. Apparently, this will do the trick. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm not taking one of these off before, but what can go wrong? Famous last words. I'm gonna try and get that off of there, gently using this. Gently using this. Time consuming, but we're gonna get it off because I've got a new spoiler to go on there. So this is fishing wire. It's super thin, so hopefully we can sort of wrap it round. I really hope it's strong enough because that's got to go under there. How on earth is that gonna work? Because that seems so thin. I actually have no idea. I'm gonna wrap it round something, I think. I think that's my best shot. I don't know whether we're gonna be best using gloves or two separate things that can hold some tension, but I don't know how this is gonna go because it just doesn't seem very strong, but I guess we'll give it a try anyway. Gloves, these are massive. My gloves are at my unit. Honestly, I look like Santa. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is Grace, right? Imagine if you had to do that to your fingers every morning. So you wake up in the morning. Ah! Okay. Heat gun. Don't blister paint. Start at the top. Oh, it's chipped up here. Let's give this a go. Okay, it is getting in there. I feel like it's going to be easier if I just wrap it around my fingers. Oh, that's not helpful. That's really not helpful. Let's double wrap the wire. Yes, yes. I feel like I could be here for a while. Let's hope it's just on the outside edge that it's actually stuck on. And it's... Oh dear. Oh, didgeridoo. See, I found a method that works, but the fishing wire just breaks. Oh, bum. Now, where's my wire? Where is my wire? Right, I found the wire. It was in my pocket. By the way, the reason I'm using gloves is I can get a little bit more leverage on this fishing wire, because otherwise it kind of hurts your hands a little bit. Oh. Right, so as you can see, I have given up on that. We tried fishing wire, heat. Then I used actual wire. That didn't work, it kept snapping. The wire then wrapped around each other. Again, didn't work. I don't know what to do about this, but we're gonna go and pick up my engine bay cover now that Sean's done with it. So hopefully I can figure something out between today and tomorrow to get the spoiler off. Safe to say, I'm a little bit stressed. I kind of thought this might present a problem, and it has. So, wish me luck. Personally, I love the colour of my 135. It's Valencia orange, the same colour that was on the 1M, so of course I had to get it colour matched. Sean painted this engine bay cover and he turned it around within a matter of days, and to be honest, I think it looks absolutely incredible. Sean's work is always great. He's based in Hertfordshire, and honestly, if you need anything doing, I would highly, highly recommend it. Okay, this has got to be one of my favourite mods I've had on this car. As you can see, the engine bay no longer looks like a standard BMW engine bay. There is in fact this. This is a colour matched Valencia orange engine bay cover done by Sean at BuiltJDM. Sean did the paint on my beautiful Millennium Jade E36, so who else to go to than to do the engine bay cover? And I think this looks great paired with this billet oil cap cover, MST performance intake, along the dry ice blasting. It's made such a difference under here already, but we are just getting started. And I'll be real, today has been one of the most stressful days I've had of this series so far. Not being able to get that rear spoiler off has sent me loopy. I've asked asked around. I've asked a lot of people what their opinion is of how to get it off. And it just turns out someone has bonded it on there as if it's never coming off. So hopefully tomorrow we can attack it with some windscreen wire remover tool, fingers crossed, and a little bit more heat and try and get that spoiler off. I know it's going to be a mess underneath, probably going to need toffee wheel to get it off, but fingers crossed. And this has been keeping me super hydrated whilst I've been on the go today, so I really can't complain. So a big thanks to Holy. Let's crack on and come back to this tomorrow because we've got a lot to do. Despite our engine bay looking this beautiful, we've also got this to deal with. These are horrible and chipped, and these grills were a nightmare to get out, but they are out now. Just got to give this a clean up, and then we've got some covers to go over these bars, but they've chipped over the years and they look a little bit rubbish now. Okay, we're back. I've actually lost count of what day of this series we are now on. But as you can see, I've got some exciting parts surrounding me. Tyres here from Michelin. So I've currently got Michelins on here. I've got PS5s on here, but I've got some Pilot Sport 4Ss.
Another parcel.
Dad! That was my dad. As I was saying, Michelin are my go-to for tyres. They are perfect for a rear-wheel drive, relatively high-powered road car. So I've got Pilot Sport 4Ss to go on here. These are 225 4018s. I've currently got 235s on here, but because of the way the car sits on the 18-inch wheels, when I turn, they're rubbing the arches. I don't really want to roll the arches, so I've gone down for 225s. But speaking of wheels, this is Rotiform. I have wanted a set of Rotiforms for a long old time. And luckily, WheelPros have sorted me out there. I met them back at SEMA in 2023. These are a complete change to what is on the car at the moment. I think I'm growing out my black wheel era, so I'll just leave that there with you for later on. This box is a spoiler, but yesterday I wanted to punch this car because the spoiler that is on there has been glued, sealed onto the boot lid. I kid you not, absolutely nothing is seeming to get it off. So I've actually ordered a windscreen remover tool. So it's got two handles and a wire across the middle, and you can try and saw it off. Probably gonna have to use more heat. I don't know how I'm gonna get the residue off the car without hurting the paint, so I've got to figure that out too. So yeah, hopefully I can actually get this spoiler off the car. It's driving me insane. But let's go start ticking off our list of things to get on the car. Today is one of the most excited days I've had of this series video project so far. My lovely little one series is getting some new shoes. Rotiform Tough R's, but it's also getting some new shoes for its shoes. I've got some Michelin PS4 S's. We've got the wheels here. Rotiform Tough R's, these are 18-inch. 8.5s all round. So these are from WheelPros Europe. I cannot wait for you to see them on the car. That's probably going to be a different day, but these, very excited about because Michelin have actually sent us this set of PS4 S's, which, as you will know, are the creme de la creme. Where else are you going to go but Michelin? So a huge shout out to them. And now we're just waiting for Mid-Beds Tyres to turn up because they do all my tyre fittings, all my parents' tyre fittings, all our business ones. They are brilliant. You can either go to them or they come to you. So they are the go-to if you live in Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire, Milton Keynes sort of area. Pretty much all my friends use them as well. So definitely save their contact information for when you next need your tyres doing. But Michelin's, Rotiforms, BMW, perfect combination. Let's go. Now, unfortunately, the locking wheel nut does not fit with these wheels. It sits too far out, basically. So I went round to local parts place and unfortunately they've given me the wrong wheel bolts. So now I've got to order some. So I can't get the wheels on today. So I'm doing a big sad now. But at least they're here and at least the tyres are on. So that's a bonus. So in the end, it turns out I have managed to get the wheel bolts for the car. I only needed 4 because it's just on the lockers. So that does mean we can fit the wheels after all in the coming days. For now, whilst the grills are off, which caused me so much trouble to get these off, you have to take the weather strip off the top of the bumper and then undo all the T30s under there, get your hand in and unclip them from the back. And let me tell you, not fun. So I'm not planning on doing it again anytime soon, but I have got a parcel here from Tegiwa. Again, Tegiwa have been a very big go-to for parts for me. Even if this is really difficult to get out, I don't really want to, I think I might have to rip the box because this is not a part that you want to break. There we go. Okay, this is out. So thank you, Tegiwa, always sorting us out. You can see this says fragile. That is because there is something rather fragile in there, which is going to be going behind the grills whilst we've got them off. Because trust me, these are not fun. All right, I've got my scissors, got my box, got my Holy. Today has been a day. Like when I say today has been a day, today has been a day. And it seems like it's going that way for a lot of this series. So I'm very glad to have the energy coming from Holy. Don't break this, Grace. We're in layers. A pre-preg carbon fibre inlet duct. I didn't realise these actually have the Forge branding underneath. They look really, really nice. Beautiful quality. Super lightweight. These basically mean that the car gets a more stable airflow. They literally just mount straight in, easy to do, and it's a nice little upgrade. These are for, I believe, the F-Series models. You can either have 1 or 2 depending on your car, but yeah, they're super, super light. You can get them through Tegiwa. These are the Forge Motorsport pre-preg carbon fibre inlet ducts. So yeah, definitely check them out. I'm going to get this fitted on the car now. Because I can do this. I am pushing down.
Look, that is ridiculous how much bonding they've used on there.
Yay.
Oh look, it's left some of the fiberglass there, look.
Yeah.
Not damaged the paint, is it? No.
But
What?
there's a dent.
Oh, there is a dent. Oh. That's where Grace was
Oh,
doing it.
Dad.
Daz will get that out.
Will he?
Dent round the
When will he come?
Oh, it's bad, isn't it?
Dad, shut up. So in today's lesson, we learnt that determination leaves dents. And there is probably 0.5 centimetre of bonding left on this car. To me, this is absolute overkill. I can understand wanting to use a little bit to keep it secure, but this is just excessive. Now, where I was so determined to get this spoiler off, I have actually dented the roof like an idiot. But in my eyes, it's all a success. And Daz, in fact, could come out very quickly, and he sorted these dents out so fast. So all is not lost. Daz does mobile dent repairs, and honestly, he is a magician. He had this car looking like nothing had even happened, as if no one had been near it with a metal bar. He used his special hot glue gun and these little attachments to be able to pull the dents out and leave it looking like nothing had ever been there. And I'll pop his details down below in the caption. But now that is done, we have got another early morning start. Today is going to be a long day, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. Today is a very early start. Excuse the poor camera angle, excuse the poor lighting. It's just before 6 o'clock and I've got an hour's drive for something that may take all day or longer to go and get my car looking the way it should do. So I'll leave it at that for now and I will see you when we get there. Today we are at KieranAstridgeCars. Because, again, with this being my daily, and I haven't really given it much love at all, it doesn't get cleaned very often as it is. But when it does, I am guilty of just going to the local car wash. It's really, really dull. The paint is so flat. There's so many swirl marks in it. And Kieran has actually previously come over to me to do the whole fleet of the cars before a shoot I had with eBay last year. So today we are doing a full 3-stage machine polish plus ceramic coating. So to kick off the day, we've split the bonnet 50-50 down the middle so that you can see the exact difference that a 3-stage polish can make. You look at your car day in, day out, and you probably don't realise what's going on with your paint up close. But trust me, investing in something like this is something you won't look back on because you end up with a car that looks incredibly different. So me and Buddy sat down, enjoyed the nice warm unit for the day and let Kieran crack on doing what he needed to do. The entire process lasted from 7 AM till 7 PM, but this was a full detailed clean with a lot of chatting in between. I have never ever seen any of my cars look this glossy. It is absolutely incredible and even better in person. Bearing in mind, Buddy doesn't actually understand what clean is, they also did the interior of the car for me as well, which was greatly appreciated. By the end of the day, the car was looking absolutely incredible. We still have a few final touches to go, but we're almost there now. So you join me back in the unit now, and I'm currently sitting looking at the rest of the parts that I have to install. And basically everything's got to be done today because I'm not going to have access to the unit after today. So basically everything that I've got in the boxes in front of me now needs to get on the car today. We've still got to tackle the issues of getting this off, or trying to get the majority of this off. So I've got the heat guns, try and do that. Obviously new spoiler so the car doesn't look like an egg anymore. I've got new heritage badges to go on here. I have got black badges and badge surround. I'm not too sure if I want to put them on, so I'll decide that sort of at the end. Goes without saying, the wheels are being changed today. I've got the wing mirrors are obviously on there. Engine bay is pretty much done. Just give that a little spruce up. But yeah, that is where we currently are with the car, but I've got a hell of a lot to do today. This is the spoiler in this box here. This has come from AutoID. They have sent me the Z Aero new spoiler for the F-Series BMW, so it's a direct fit. I've also got some new floor mats. I don't know whether to put them in, but the other ones are looking really ratty and tired. They've been on there for ages and been abused a little bit. I've got everything I need in this box. We can start getting everything on the car and actually be done with this today. Say hi to Clifford and the Civic, and the Mini and the Prelude and the RS Turbo whilst we're here. If you haven't seen, that is my dad's car. It is absolutely mega cool. I got to drive it last year. I've never been more scared to drive a car because it is his pride and joy. Prelude has been off the road since Autosport last year. This year, 2025. I've driven Dad's little Mini as well. It's super cute. That's been fully restored. Obviously, you all know the Civic. You all know Clifford. These are the bestest guys. So yeah, time to stop procrastinating and start putting stuff on. Okay, after that ordeal, we have finally got off all of that bonding. It took some of the paint with it in the process. It was unavoidable. It's just what happens. We've put some lacquer on it to stop it from rusting. I'm going to rub that down and make sure it's all smooth. Get the spoiler on. We've got the wheels. So essentially, today could be the last day of our transformation. Okay, so next job is our spoiler. Finally, it feels like this has been the bane of my life for the last 2 weeks. Trying to get the spoiler off that was on the car, then trying to get all the bonding off, plus the fiberglass it left behind. Feels like finally the day has come and we can get it on the car. So in here, Z Aero, this is from AutoID. So you can go and get yours there if you have an F20 or F21. These are a direct fit onto this model of BMW. So I'm super excited about this. I've already test fitted it and it literally slots on perfectly. They are the first direct fitted spoiler for the F20, F21. So I'm very excited to have one of the first out there. So it's time we get this out the box and get it on the car. This is our new spoiler. So it's a much more aggressive, angular type look, and it actually fits directly over where the brake light sits. So it slots directly on here. No need for all that bonding, and I think it looks really smart. So it's finally time to get the new spoiler on the car. I'm actually going to start with getting any sort of debris off by using some glass spray as recommended to take off any sort of dust or debris that is actually sat on the contact points for where the spoiler is going to be. So that is done, and now we need to apply our 3M tape to the spoiler itself. So that is all done and nicely fitted on there, and like they said it would be, it is literally the perfect fitment. Goes straight on there, and funnily enough, I didn't need to use a whole ton of bonding. That's stuck on really nice and tight with that 3M tape. So next thing, badges, wheels.
Dusk till dawn, I turn my speakers on. Why they wanna play with the king? I told them meet LeBron. There's darkness in my city, wrong moves, and you won't see the sun. They be talking loud, but never been where the creatures hunt. And bleed for this dream, so why your eyes closed? Been running through the pain. Look at me and now my strides go. Every single scar on my skin, another milestone. Battles in the dark, came out shining with the lights on. Look, but I don't think they listening.
And now it is finally time to get these wheels onto the car. We're growing up, going from black to silver, and let me tell you, I am in love. Originally, I was quite unsure on what colour wheels would actually go with the orange paint. But then I remembered that the 1M is actually Valencia orange and it has silver wheels. So what other way to go than the Road to Form 2 of ours in this lovely silver to completely transform the 135. Now that the wheels are on, I think it's important that we go back to how the car looked at the beginning of this video. It's been through an entire transformation during this. And yes, a lot of things are little details, but those little details make all the difference, I believe. Things like the wing mirror caps and the engine bay, they really needed changing, but it's one of those things you don't think to get around to do. However, I can say I'm super proud of myself for doing a modification every day of December, so I can finally present to you our finished BMW M135i. Officially marks the end of my Christmas countdown transformation for the BMW 135i, and I could not be happier with it. This is my daily driver, so it's taken it from something that looked a little bit ratty, a little bit uncared for, to something I'm really proud to wake up and get in every day. So thank you guys so much for watching. On another note, I have got something to give to you. Seeing as it is the end of the year, I have got a little present for you guys. I just want to say a massive, massive thank you for all of you for supporting me on all the different platforms this year. I've been trying my absolute best to put the best cars in front of you guys, give you a behind the scenes, an honest, unfiltered view of someone that lives and breathes cars. So thank you so much for supporting, and that leads me to my next point. I've got a giveaway for you guys, and it is running over on Instagram until New Year's Day. So if you're watching this between the 24th of December to the 1st of January, you are in with a chance of winning. You just need to head over to Instagram, follow the instructions. So as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you for the next one.